But me, you don't want really, you don't want me. But suppose I succeed in going through all the hurdles and you convert me to become a Jew. I said, what have you achieved? I said, how many are you in the world today? So somebody said, we are about 12 million then. They are about 15 million now. 12 million. I said, all right. So we become 12 million and one. You know, me also become a Jew. It's 12 million and one. But I said, you know, if you change your label, we are 700 million then. We are 1,000 million now. I said, we are 700 million. I said, we become 700 million and one. Can't you see the difference? I said, you're a businessman. You as a businessman, you know that if you have a product for which you have a market of 12 million pounds of 5 roses tea, for example. You change the label and you get 700 million people to buy. You are a bloody fool, I said, if you don't change your label. No. And there's no copyright on the label. No copyright. Put it on, man. You get 700 million customers for your product. You're a fool if you don't change your label. And I tell you, the young men, I can see very sincere. Look, there's some goodness in them. With all the things that are going on, there is certain goodness in them, which bulk of our people, they lack. They haven't got it. You know that Shatila and Sabra massacre. They killed every man, woman and child. And even the horses were killed. This is the reminiscence of what they did to the Philistines in the book of Joshua, chapter 6, verse 21. And they killed every man, woman and child, young and old, and even asses were not spared. Donkeys, they killed even donkeys, the Jews. So now, Shabra and Shatila, they did it again. But this time they said, we didn't do it. It's the Christians who did it. I said, all right, but who was showing the flares, torches? Who was showing the torches? Not you. But we must take off our hat to the Jew. They are our cousins. With all the shortcomings, we have a lot of shortcomings too. They have something good in them, I tell you. 300 to 400,000 Jews, they gathered in Tel Aviv, outside Begin's house, and saying, Begin and Sharon are murderers. There's blood on your hand. Resign. Did they do that? The newspapers of the world carried said they did that. That you are murderers. They called the prime minister murderers. The blood on your hand. You, Sharon, and they must resign. You are murderers. There's blood on your hands. When not a single Muslim nation, as far as I know, nothing happened in Karachi, nothing happened in Islamabad, nothing happened in any Muslim capital of the world. Not even a word of protest. So I am asking you. I know I'm ashamed to have this recorded, but it's a fact. I say, who is a better man, the Jew or you? He protested against his own people. So you are a murderer. There's blood on your hand, you must resign. 300,000 they gathered, and they made a big noise. The Muslim said nothing. So there is some goodness in him. And I believe that they are not meant for destruction. We haven't done our job. For 1,000 years they ran to Muslim lands, the Jews. And in 1,000 years we didn't convert 1,000 Jewish families to Islam. Imagine! 1,000 years they came looking for shelter, for protection, for aid, and you couldn't convert 1,000 Jewish families to Islam. Either there's something wrong with you, or Islam is a spent force. You tell me, which? 1,000 years you could convert 1,000 Jewish families to Islam. Why didn't you? Because you were satisfied, you are smug. He said, these are the Hazrat Musa alayhi salam ki qawm hai, these are the people of Hazrat Musa alayhi salam. Leave them alone. Leave them alone. Allah says, ta'alaw. Call them. Ya Ahlul Kitab, O Jews and Christians, ta'alaw. Come. You didn't read that. Ya Ahlul Kitab, la taghlu fi dinikum. You didn't read that. That's the trouble. You're not doing the job. So what, Allah comes down from the heaven with a whip in his hand? No. He tells the guy, said, give it to him. Give it to him. He is taking my name and he's not doing my job. So the law comes into effect, as Allah says, وَإِن تَتَوَلَّوْا يَسْتَبْدِلْ قَوْمًا غَيْرَكُمْ. That if you, O Muslims, if you will not carry out your duties and responsibilities, I will substitute in your place another people. ثُمَّ لَا يَكُونُوا أَمْثَالَكُمْ. Then they won't be like you. This is His law. He's done it in the past. He's going to do it again and again. Same law must prevail always. But I say there is hope. There is hope. There are two things to do. One is offer Islam to the Jew. Talk to him. We haven't talked. So far we have been only fighting. I said, talk to him intellectually. Give him an intellectual battle and deprogram the Christian. Because the Christian is programmed with the idea that Palestine belongs to the Jews. And if they go against the Jews, they're going against God. Wash that rubbish out of his head. It's rubbish. There's no such thing. That Palestine belongs to the Jews. Even in the Bible it's not there. But the Jew is programmed and the Christian is programmed. We have to deprogram them, reprogram them. Number one, solution to the problem. Change the names. Change them. Become Muslims. Offer them. Then if they don't accept, leave it to Allah. I say, Ya Bari Ta'ala, look, we want them to be our brothers, but they don't want it. Now we are fighting for Islam, not for land. At the moment we're fighting for land. You fight for Allah and His deen, Allah is sure to help you. But now we are fighting for land, land. So I don't say don't fight, fight. But look, open a second front, intellectual front. You can give battle to them intellectually. This is Allah's promise. لِيُظْهِرَهُ عَلَى الدِّينِ, that it may prevail. He's given you a deen to prevail, master, and overcome every other deen. How? With a gun? No. He says, "La ikraha fid deen." There is no compulsion in religion. So even if you had the laser gun, disqualified. You have no right to use it to force people to accept Islam. Then how? With the intellect, you can do the job against the Jews, against the Christians, against the communists, against every ism. Islam is destined to master them all. Try. Number two, every time we go into battle with the Jews, we are not fighting the Jews alone. We are fighting America. Do you know that? In 1973, Sadat did the job. They broke the Bar-Lev line. They crossed that Red Sea. They broke the Bar-Lev line. And America came in direct intervention. That Khabis from there. Direct intervention with his men and materially poured in, direct into the battlefield. So every time now we are fighting the Jews, remember this, that we are not fighting him, we are fighting the Americans. Now how you can fight the Americans? That weak that we are. I'll show you how. You see Harry Truman, the deceased President of the United States, in 1948, he divulged a secret of how you can beat the American. He's telling you, but we don't catch. In 1948, Israel declared her independence. Within 2 minutes, Truman recognized Israel.
MashaAllah, Islam is a religion of truth and knowledge. If you agree, share this video so that more people can understand the real battle. Try your best to help spread awareness and leave a comment below with your thoughts on this topic. Insha'Allah. Assalamu alaikum. Jazakallahu khair.